Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Laura. I'm a urologist and sexologist. As you know, the decrease in semen volume and trajectory is a significant concern for many men as they age, as it can impact their confidence and the quality of their sexual health and performance. In today's video, I am going to explain the reasons why it happens and what you can do to counteract this. Don't expect too much, though. It is impossible to take a 60-year-old and literally turn him into 20. But there are modifiable factors that can make a difference. Before we dive in, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop a comment below with your city or country so we can connect as a global community. And if this video resonates with you, please take a moment to hit the like button. It helps us spread this important information to others who may benefit. Now, semen volume is a topic that holds significance for men across all age groups. However, while younger men often focus on enhancing what is already at its peak, older men are more concerned with preserving what they once had. I must admit, as a doctor, I didn't give much thought to semen volume early in my career. It wasn't something that was emphasized in andrology. In fact, even within sexual medicine and sexology, I've never come across a chapter dedicated to this subject in any of the textbooks I know. It wasn't until years later that I realized just how important it is to many of my patients. This led me to dive into medical research and databases to find articles discussing semen volume and its role in sexual well-being. To my surprise, there was very little information available, nothing that could truly shed light on its importance. That was over a decade ago, and unfortunately, things haven't changed much in the field since then. This is a gap in the research that many of us in the medical community are still trying to understand today. For this video, I revisited the scientific literature, and unfortunately, there was still no new substantial research on the topic. However, I did come across one study that looked at women's perspectives on semen volume. I'll reveal the findings from that study at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Now, let's return to the topic of aging men. As men age, semen volume gradually decreases. To understand why this happens, it's essential to recognize where ejaculate is actually produced. I'll use the term ejaculate here because, technically speaking, semen can be a bit misleading. Many people assume that semen is entirely produced in the testicles, and given their size, it might seem logical that they are responsible for producing all of it. But that's not the case. The testicles contribute only a small amount, just a drop of sperm, which accounts for about 5% of the total ejaculate. The majority of the fluid that makes up the ejaculate is produced by the prostate and the seminal vesicles, two small glands that are connected to the prostate. During orgasm and ejaculation, the fluids from all three locations, testicles, prostate, and seminal vesicles, are mixed together and expelled with force through rhythmic contractions of the pelvic floor muscles, primarily the bulbocavernosus muscle. This coordinated process is what gives semen its volume and propulsion. However, as men age, the function of these glands can diminish, contributing to the decrease in both semen volume and the force of ejaculation. In young men, semen is propelled at an impressive speed of up to 31 miles per hour during the first contraction. Typically, there are around 10 to 15 of these rhythmic contractions, accompanied by the pleasurable sensations that define orgasm. However, as men age, these contractions gradually become less intense and decrease in number. The force behind the ejaculation weakens, and consequently, the amount of semen also diminishes. This decline is a source of concern for many men, as it can affect both their sexual confidence and satisfaction. The prostate plays a significant role in this process. As men age, the prostate naturally enlarges, which can contribute to a variety of issues. To better understand how this impacts semen volume, I recommend checking out a video I made explaining benign prostatic enlargement, BP, and why it's crucial for men to be aware of this condition. You don't have to watch it now, but I'll leave a link in the description for you to explore it later. In short, BP can cause the small pathways that drain the prostate to become clogged, leading to a reduction in the fluid that is expelled during ejaculation. On top of that, Both the prostate and the seminal vesicles, which produce the majority of ejaculate fluid, tend to produce less as men age. This issue may be further exacerbated by testosterone deficiency, a common concern in aging men, as testosterone is essential for the proper functioning of these glands. So, understanding BP and its connection to hormonal changes can help shed light on why semen volume decreases over time. Tamsulosin, an alpha blocker commonly prescribed by urologists to help with urinary issues, has a significant downside. It can negatively impact semen volume. While it's great for relieving urinary symptoms, it can also reduce the amount of semen produced during ejaculation, which is an important consideration for many men. Additionally, certain surgical procedures, such as prostate resection or prostatectomy, can also affect semen volume. While these are important to acknowledge, they're not the primary focus of this video, so I won't go into detail on them here. Let's talk about another factor, the pelvic floor. As men age, the pelvic floor muscles can weaken, particularly the bulbocavernosus muscle. This muscle plays a crucial role in both urination and ejaculation, as it compresses the urethra to expel urine and semen. Strengthening the pelvic floor through targeted exercises can potentially improve both urinary function and ejaculation. I've even uploaded a train-along video specifically for pelvic floor exercises, which you can check out. However, I urge caution. In my experience, many men have an overly tight pelvic floor, which can worsen issues rather than improve them. Before beginning any pelvic floor exercise regimen, it's important to get a pelvic floor examination. A common sign of an overactive pelvic floor is post-micturition dribble, when you experience urine leakage after urination. This condition may indicate that the pelvic floor muscles are too tight, which can also affect ejaculation. Interestingly, while this connection hasn't been widely explored, I did find one scientific study that describes this correlation, suggesting that weak ejaculatory trajectory and post-micturition dribble might actually be linked. To increase semen volume, the first step you should take to address concerns about semen volume and overall sexual health is to get a thorough medical checkup. This is especially important if you notice any signs or symptoms of late-onset hypogonadism, a condition in which testosterone levels gradually decline as men get older. Testosterone is a critical hormone that affects many aspects of male health, including muscle mass, energy levels, mood, and of course, sexual health, including sperm production and semen volume. Symptoms of late-onset hypogonadism can include fatigue, decreased libido, sex drive, difficulty maintaining erections, and in some cases, a reduction in semen volume. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, it could be an indication that your testosterone levels are lower than they should be. Getting your testosterone levels checked by a healthcare provider is the only way to know for sure. Your doctor will likely perform a blood test to measure the levels of testosterone in your system, as well as check for other possible underlying causes of the symptoms you're experiencing, such as thyroid issues or diabetes. If you're unsure whether you have low testosterone or want to learn more about how this condition could be affecting you, I recommend watching the video I made on late-onset hypogonadism. In that video, I go into more detail about what low testosterone is, how it can impact your overall health, and what treatments are available to help restore your testosterone levels to a healthy range. Getting the proper diagnosis is crucial, as testosterone replacement therapy or lifestyle changes, like diet, exercise, and stress management, can help manage the condition. Ignoring it, however, could lead to ongoing health problems that affect your physical well-being and sexual health. So, if you suspect your testosterone levels may be low, scheduling a visit with a healthcare provider should be your first step. It's also crucial to be mindful of benign prostatic enlargement, BP, a condition that commonly affects men as they age. BP involves the enlargement of the prostate gland, which can lead to various urinary symptoms such as frequent urination, especially at night, a weak urine stream, and difficulty fully emptying the bladder. However, BP can also have an impact on semen volume and ejaculation. The reason BP can reduce semen volume is that it obstructs the small pathways that drain the prostate, restricting the flow of seminal fluid. These blocked pathways can prevent the proper expulsion of ejaculate during orgasm. As a result, men with BP may notice that their semen volume is lower and that the force of their ejaculation might weaken. The good news, however, is that there is a strong connection between cardiovascular health and prostate health. What this means is that adopting a heart-healthy lifestyle, which typically involves regular exercise, eating a balanced diet, and managing stress, can also benefit your prostate. In fact, improving your cardiovascular health helps maintain good blood circulation, which in turn supports prostate function. A healthy prostate relies on proper blood flow to produce and expel semen efficiently. For example, regular cardiovascular exercise, such as walking, swimming, or cycling, helps keep your blood vessels clear and ensures that the prostate receives the oxygen and nutrients it needs to function well. Similarly, eating a heart-healthy diet that is rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can help reduce inflammation, lower cholesterol, and prevent conditions like high blood pressure, all of which benefit the prostate. Additionally, avoiding risk factors like smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, which can negatively impact both cardiovascular and prostate health, is key. By taking care of your heart, you're also giving your prostate the best chance to stay healthy and continue functioning properly. In short, while BP can contribute to a decrease in semen volume, the right lifestyle choices can help manage and even prevent BP from becoming a major issue. Taking care of your cardiovascular system by exercising, eating well, and avoiding harmful habits will not only support your heart, but also improve the health of your prostate and, by extension, your sexual health. Smoking is one of the most significant contributors to reduced semen volume, and its impact on overall health is well documented. The harmful chemicals in cigarettes can interfere with the body's ability to produce healthy sperm and semen. These toxins can reduce blood flow to the reproductive organs, impair sperm production in the testicles, and ultimately lower semen volume. Therefore, if you're a smoker, quitting is one of the best things you can do for your sexual health. The sooner you quit, the better the chances your body will have to recover and improve semen quality and volume. In addition to quitting smoking, regular exercise plays a critical role in boosting semen volume. Cardiovascular activity, such as brisk walking, running, swimming, or cycling, enhances circulation, which is essential for the proper functioning of the prostate and seminal vesicles, both of which contribute to semen production. At least 30 minutes of cardiovascular exercise 5 times a week is ideal for maintaining good circulation and overall health. But it's not just about cardio. Strength training, lifting weights, or doing bodyweight exercises also plays a role in supporting sexual health. Strength training 2 to 3 times per week can help maintain muscle mass and regulate hormones, including testosterone, which is crucial for semen production. A combination of cardio and strength training not only improves your overall fitness, but can also directly benefit semen volume by promoting healthy hormone levels and blood flow to the reproductive organs. By incorporating these habits, quitting smoking, and engaging in regular exercise, you're giving your body the best chance to improve semen volume and support your long-term sexual health. Getting your pelvic floor checked is another essential step in improving semen volume and sexual health. The pelvic floor consists of muscles that support the bladder, rectum, and other organs, and they also play a significant role in ejaculation. If these muscles are weak, it can lead to difficulties with ejaculation and a reduction in semen volume. Fortunately, if your pelvic floor is weak, strengthening exercises can help restore its function. There are specific exercises, such as Kegel exercises, that target these muscles and can improve their strength and coordination, leading to better control during ejaculation and potentially increased semen volume. However, it's also possible for the pelvic floor to become overactive, which can cause issues such as pelvic pain, discomfort, and even difficulties with ejaculation. An overactive pelvic floor can lead to tightness and tension in the muscles, making it harder for them to relax during sexual activity. In this case, relaxation techniques are necessary to help release the tension and improve overall pelvic floor function. Techniques like deep breathing, stretching, and pelvic floor massage can help relax these muscles and promote better blood flow, which may enhance semen production and improve ejaculation. Additionally, staying properly hydrated is crucial for overall health, including your sexual health. Drinking enough water each day ensures that your body functions properly, and it also helps with semen production. When you're well hydrated, your body is able to produce the fluids necessary for healthy semen. Dehydration, on the other hand, can lead to thicker semen and a decrease in volume, which can affect your sexual performance. Aim to drink enough water throughout the day to stay hydrated and support your body's natural processes, including the production of semen. By getting your pelvic floor checked, practicing the appropriate exercises, and staying hydrated, you're taking important steps toward improving both your sexual health and semen volume. These small but effective changes can make a noticeable difference in your overall well-being. Lastly, there's an interesting correlation between ejaculation frequency and semen volume. If you refrain from ejaculating for about 3 to 5 days, many men notice a significant increase in the volume of their semen. This happens because the body has more time to build up and produce a greater amount of seminal fluid. While frequent ejaculation may result in a decrease in semen volume, taking breaks allows the prostate and seminal vesicles to replenish their fluid reserves, leading to more substantial ejaculate when you do release. It's important to understand that while this approach may work for some men, the effects can vary depending on individual factors such as overall health, age, and lifestyle. It's about finding a balance that works for your body. Refraining from frequent ejaculation isn't the only solution, but it can be a useful strategy if you're looking to boost semen volume in the short term. By combining this approach with the other steps we've discussed, such as quitting smoking, exercising regularly, staying hydrated, and checking your pelvic floor, you're not just improving your semen volume, but also supporting your overall sexual health. Consistency with these lifestyle changes can lead to long-term improvements in sexual function and overall well-being. The key is to stay committed to these habits and monitor the positive changes in your body over time. Take your time with this. There's anecdotal evidence suggesting that extended foreplay can increase sexual arousal, which in turn might lead to a higher volume of seminal fluid. Earlier in the video, I promised I'd share what women think about semen volume. Well, here's an interesting study published in 2018. It included 240 heterosexual women with an average age of 27.4 years. The purpose of the study was to examine how ejaculation intensity and volume influence female sexual satisfaction and function. One of the questions asked participants was, do you experience a more intense orgasm depending on the perceived increase in the quantity of expelled ejaculate? The results were surprising because, despite the common belief that semen volume plays a significant role in sexual satisfaction, only 7.3% of the women agreed that they noticed a stronger orgasm with more semen. Around 27% of participants said they never paid attention to semen volume, and nearly 38% felt that it didn't make a difference. About 28% completely disagreed with the idea that the quantity of ejaculate affected their satisfaction. This suggests that, for many women, semen volume is not as important for their sexual enjoyment as often assumed. So, this provides some interesting food for thought. Does semen volume really impact sexual satisfaction the way many men assume? It's a topic worth considering. Now, as we wrap up, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.